Hi, this is Brad Hawkins, your 12th District State Representative, here from my office at the State Capitol in Olympia. Thank you so much for joining me for my video update. What I thought I'd do for the first one is get a chance to show you my office, especially for the folks who can't make the trip over 2 mountain passes to come visit. But one of the things I wanted to do is get a chance to remind people of our beautiful 12th Legislative District, have pictures from throughout the district. It's always nice to start the day looking and reviewing pictures for my district. So then I usually come on in here to my office, and why don't you follow me. I have pictures of my seatmates, some applets and cotlets, and other pictures from the district. Oftentimes it's good to get a chance to tell people about the district who haven't visited and encourage them to visit. And then it's always good to feel at home, see some pictures from throughout the district, some artwork from Tumwater Canyon, Jan Cook Mac. We got some apple blossom portraits, Pybus Market. It just always feels good to come in and feel like I'm right at home, even though I'm way over here in Olympia. And then, of course, to come back a little bit further, my office has desks back here, and this is where I usually keep pictures of my family and take care of some of the work that I need to do. And here's where I meet with constituents on a regular basis. It's always an honor to be visited by constituents. That's my favorite part of the job. And yeah, we have a lot of good conversations and talk about issues, and look forward to talking about some issues today, and appreciate you joining me for my video updates.
You've just been sworn into your second term as a state representative. What are your goals for this year?
Well, the main goal for all lawmakers should be to balance the budget, and hopefully within our existing revenues. Hopefully we can take another step forward to fund education more. And for me personally, for my district, one of the goals is to raise awareness of what happened with our devastating wildfires back home, and I have some legislation in place that might help us in our recovery and help school districts going forward that suffered damage. So I have some goals about the budget statewide, and then some individual goals related to the wildfires.
This year, the legislature has 105 days to write a 2-year operating budget. What is the outlook on the budget and potential taxes on the people back home?
Well, I think it's looking pretty good. I guess it depends on what set of lenses you're looking through, but we have over $3 billion of additional revenue flowing into the state government. We're set to develop the budget for the next 2-year period, so that's 2015 through 17. And with $3 billion extra revenue, I think we can balance this budget within existing sources and fund education more. Of course, the governor has proposed over $1 billion worth of additional tax increases, and I don't think that's necessary.
Last week, the House Education Committee heard a bill you're sponsoring to help schools after natural disasters. What does the bill do?
Well, I've sponsored a bill that's House Bill 1003, and it's related to school infrastructure recovery following a natural disaster. After this wildfires that swept over our district, I had the chance to visit Pateros School District multiple times. They suffered over $2 million worth of damage to their school. Altogether, there was over $27 million worth of damage in Okanagan County. But Pateros School District was a bit overwhelmed, and understandably so, with the wildfire that happened. They didn't know who to call, what resources might be available, and what funding mechanisms, if any, they might qualify for. So I put my former school board member hat on. Some of you may know that, but I served over 10 years on 2 different school boards back home before I was elected to the legislature. So when I visited the school, I kind of put my former school board member hat on and thought it would be helpful to pull together some state resources and create something off the shelf that school districts and school boards would have access to that would basically tell them, who to call in the case of a natural disaster, what resources might be available, and what emergency funding sources they might qualify for. Fortunately, in the end, Pateros School District was able to start pretty much on time, but they suffered massive damage to their school, and there could be other damage to other school districts across the state because of natural disasters. My bill isn't specific to wildfires. There's been, of course, tragic mudslide recently in Washington State. There have been flooding in Southwest Washington, and also the occasional earthquake. So Hopefully, if my bill passes, it'll prepare schools to restore their critical infrastructure following a natural disaster.